This is the skill that literally changed my life. It's literally the most important skill that nobody teaches you, and it can really help in every single moment in life. Because have you ever noticed that one bad moment can ruin your whole entire day, or even your week? It could be a bad conversation, a text that really hurts your feelings, a missed workout, or something that just didn't go to plan, or a mistake that you just keep replaying in your head over and over. It could literally be from 5 years ago, but you keep it in your head, an embarrassing moment. And suddenly you're acting like your whole entire life is ruined. Or you can't start the next task because you keep overthinking this thing. But what if people that seem the strongest aren't actually stronger than you, and you can learn the skill and make it look effortless? Do you ever wonder how they can just look so perfect and unbothered, that nothing bothers them? What if they just learn how to reset faster? Because the biggest skill that I've learned isn't discipline, it isn't motivation or consistency. Even though those things are really important, this is more important. It's learning how to begin again and again, and how to reset properly. It's just learning how to begin, how to start again and again, and how to come back to yourself again and again, no matter what happened yesterday. No ruminating on thoughts or overthinking on moments. Not being stuck, literally looking at the wall and not knowing what to do, or freezing. It's learning how to reset quick enough so you can get on with your life or your tasks or anything that you want to do, any goals or any people that you want to talk to. Okay, we're back. Had a little bit of a break there, but this heat wave is for the week, but we're back. Okay, we're back. I was saying, I think a lot of us spend way more time recovering in our heads than from actually experiencing them, because all conversation can be about 5 minutes, but it will be living in your head rent-free for like 24 hours. I really am not liking my scarf today, but this is just gonna have to do, because I need to get you guys on to this skill. One awkward interaction becomes 3 days of overthinking, and you don't want that. You don't want that to waste your time. One missed habit or one little break in your diet just becomes quitting altogether. One donut being eaten turns into 3, or not eating turns into not eating all day. I used to think progress meant never ever falling off track and being absolutely perfect. But real growth is staying on track when there are bumps in the road, and it's how quickly you return back to it. Because life will always interrupt you. You'll get sick, you'll get overwhelmed, you'll have many setbacks. You'll have days where you're completely exhausted and don't want to do what you need to be doing. Just like today for me, it's literally the hottest day in the UK. It's like 35 or 36 degrees, and I'm in my bedroom in my hijab making a video. Do I want to be doing this? Not entirely, no, especially if I didn't have a fan on me right now. But we are getting things done, and it is really normal to feel like you're falling off. But the problem isn't falling off. The problem is convincing yourself that because you fell off once or twice, you failed completely. Because even if you fail like a module at university, you have that chance to redo it. But if you overthink it and don't want to be known as redoing a year, and don't just quickly have a different mindset about it, then you'll never get where you want to go because of one setback. So the reset mindset is needed. Recently, I've been trying to look at life a bit differently, and I feel like you need to as well, especially if you've come across this video. Instead of asking, why does this happen to me? Why is this happening? You need to be asking, now what? Missed a workout? Okay, now what? Don't stick to your routine, wake up late, wake up at 1 p.m. Okay, now what can I do? The answer is almost always the same. You start again. You reset. Not next Monday, not next month, not July 1st, not when you're feeling motivated, because that comes and goes. You start from where you are right this second. Because the people who transform their lives aren't the people who never ever mess up or have a mistake or overthink. They're the people that don't waste months punishing themselves for being human. And the real glow up, I think, is one of the biggest mindset shifts I've had realized in my life. is that it isn't about avoiding the hard seasons and wanting to skip past them. It's about becoming someone who can move through them. A few years ago, if something went wrong, I would completely spiral. I'd become lost, I'd become stuck in a rut and not want to start again. Or just take forever and ever and waste time until I start again. I think everything was falling apart. But now, things obviously still go wrong. And in my life, especially with chronic illness, it comes when you least expect it. But I recover faster. And that's the difference. The big difference. I don't dwell on things. I don't wait until they pass. I try and reset as quick as I can. I give myself the rest I need and reset. Because resilience isn't never breaking, it's rebuilding. It's looking at the mess and saying, okay, let's begin again. We got this. You got this. That's the real glow up. Not becoming perfect, but becoming adaptable to every single thing that might not go right. It's knowing that you can get back to yourself without a doubt. Because your life isn't ruined. Maybe this is your reminder. Your life isn't ruined because you had a bad week. You haven't failed because you're struggling. You haven't failed because you failed just one exam. You aren't behind if your journey looks different. You don't need another perfect plan to start again. You don't need another productivity hack. You don't need to watch another video. Maybe you just need permission to reset properly. To stop carrying yesterday into tomorrow. To stop turning your mistakes into your identity. To stop believing that one chapter in your life or one bad time defines your whole story. Because there's way more to life than that. There's way more waiting for you. Now, this is how I actually reset, because we need it. People always talk about resetting like it's some sort of massive transformation, and it's this massive big thing. A new planner, a new routine, a new version of yourself. But honestly now, most of my resets are incredibly boring, but they do the job. When I notice myself having a bit of a spiral, overthinking or feeling overwhelmed, I ask myself, and so should you, what is the next kind thing I can do to myself right now to get me out of this mind loop or this situation or whatever it is? Not tomorrow, not next week, right now, what can I do that's one kind thing, one small thing, it could literally be anything, for myself to get out of this. Sometimes it could literally just be getting out of your body, doing a workout, drinking water, just getting out of that mindset, putting on some music and closing TikTok and actually feeling alive again. Sometimes it's crying, sometimes it's resting, sometimes it's calling up a friend that you know you haven't reached out in a while just to see how they are. Something that can get you out of your mindset that you're stuck in, that can reset you. Maybe it's rewatching your favorite show. Maybe it's going on a really, really long walk with no stimulation, no earpods. Because I've realized the fastest way to reset isn't forcing yourself forward. It's interrupting the spiral, interrupting the chaos that's going on in your head. My personal reset formula that I'm going to give you, and you can obviously copy, is really simple. Step 1, pause. Like, actually pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what are you feeling? What is it that's really deep within that you're maybe shying away from? What is it that is on your mind? Ask yourself what you really need. Not what you want, what you need. Not what would make you feel productive, not what would fix you, but what would actually help you, because they're not the same thing. And I think a lot of us have become really focused on fixing ourselves and glowing up, that we've forgotten how to take care of ourselves, truly. Just enough to remind ourselves that one bad moment in your life or one chapter doesn't need to become your whole life. You don't need to stagger onto that and keep your identity about that. You can realise that you're worth more, that there's more out there for you, that you need to reset and lock into your power of knowing that there's more for you, that you can do a quick reset and know that you've got this, that you can move on to the next thing and you don't need to dwell on things. that you have the ability as a human to actually reset and just think, you know what, I'm going to take the next step forward in this and not focus on the past or focus on the negatives and actually change your life. It can start small, but it'll get there. The older I get, and I'm literally only 20, but the older I get, the more I realise life isn't about getting things always right. It's about learning how to come back to yourself over and over again. It's about learning to get out of your comfort zone again and again. After the setbacks, after the mistakes, after the seasons that change you. Because the people that build beautiful lives aren't the people who never fall apart. They're the people who learn how to reset. And maybe that's what this chapter is really all about. Just finding yourself a little faster each time. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, like and comment and subscribe. Leave a comment if this video helped you. I'd really love to see it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know you're liking the Reset series. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!